Discover the #1 most biodiverse ecosystem on the planet, the Amazon rainforest. There is a place on Earth so vast, so mysterious, and so alive, that even today, humanity still does not fully understand it. A world where rivers stretch farther than the eye can see. Where trees tower like skyscrapers. Where predators hide in silence beneath dark waters. And where millions of species fight every second to survive. This is the Amazon rainforest. The greatest rainforest on the planet. The most biodiverse ecosystem ever discovered. A place so important, scientists call it the beating heart of Earth. Spanning across 9 South American countries, the Amazon covers millions of square kilometers of dense jungle, twisting rivers, swamps, and flooded forests. It contains 1 out of every 10 known species on Earth. And yet, much of it remains unexplored. Even now, new species are still being discovered deep within its wilderness. But hidden beneath its breathtaking beauty lies a terrifying reality. The Amazon is changing. And what happens here could affect the future of every living thing on this planet. Tonight, we journey deep into the wildest ecosystem on Earth. To uncover the secrets, the beauty, and the terrifying future of the Amazon rainforest. From above, the Amazon looks infinite. An ocean of green stretching beyond the horizon. But beneath this canopy exists a world unlike anywhere else on Earth. The air is thick with humidity. The temperature rarely drops. Rain falls constantly. And life exists everywhere. Every tree trunk. Every riverbank. Every branch. Every drop of water. Scientists estimate the Amazon rainforest contains over 40,000 plant species, more than 1,300 bird species, thousands of fish species, and countless insects, reptiles, mammals, and amphibians. Many scientists believe millions of species may still be undiscovered. In some areas, a single hectare of rainforest may contain more species of trees than entire countries elsewhere in the world. The Amazon is not simply a forest. It is a living machine. Every organism plays a role in maintaining this delicate balance. Towering trees absorb carbon from the atmosphere. Plants release oxygen and moisture into the air. Rivers carry nutrients across vast distances. Insects pollinate flowers. Fungi recycle dead material back into the soil. Everything is connected. And when one part changes, the entire system feels it. Down on the forest floor, sunlight barely reaches the ground. The canopy above acts like a giant umbrella, blocking most light from entering. It is dark here. Wet. Silent at times. Then suddenly, the jungle explodes with sound. Birds scream through the canopy. Monkeys crash through branches overhead. Invisible insects produce an endless chorus. Some sounds are beautiful. Others are warnings. Because in the Amazon, danger is everywhere. A single step can place you inches away from venomous snakes, hidden predators, or insects capable of delivering agonizing bites. And yet countless creatures thrive in this hostile environment. One of the most feared is the jaguar. Powerful. Silent. Almost invisible. The jaguar is the apex predator of the Amazon. Unlike most big cats, jaguars are exceptional swimmers. They move effortlessly through rivers and flooded forests. Their bite is among the strongest of any cat on Earth. Strong enough to crush turtle shells and pierce skulls. But what makes the jaguar truly terrifying is how rarely it is seen. They move like shadows through the jungle. For many animals, seeing the jaguar is already too late. Yet even this powerful predator must respect the Amazon's rivers. Because beneath the surface, another giant waits. The green anaconda. The heaviest snake on Earth. Some individuals grow over 9 meters long and weigh hundreds of kilograms. Hidden beneath muddy water, they remain almost completely invisible. Patient. Motionless. Waiting. Capybaras. Birds. Sima ns. Even deer can become prey. The Amazon's rivers are filled with life, but also death. Piranhas patrol in schools. Electric eels generate powerful shocks. Black caimans lurk silently at the water's edge. And then there are creatures so strange, they seem almost unreal. Pink river dolphins glide through flooded forests during rainy seasons. Unlike ocean dolphins, these animals evolved in freshwater rivers. Their flexible necks allow them to maneuver between submerged trees when the forest floods. In local legends, these dolphins are believed to transform into humans at night. And in a place as mysterious as the Amazon, myth and reality often feel connected. But the true rulers of the Amazon are not jaguars or anacondas. They are the small creatures most people never notice. Insects dominate this ecosystem. Ant colonies wage wars beneath the soil. Butterflies pollinate flowers. Mosquitoes feed countless predators. Beetles recycle dead wood. The rainforest survives because of billions of tiny interactions happening every second. And among the most beautiful creatures in the Amazon are poison dart frogs. Tiny. Brightly colored. Deadly. Their vivid blue, yellow, and red colors act as warnings to predators. Some species carry toxins powerful enough to stop a heart. Indigenous hunters once used these toxins on blow darts for hunting. Yet despite their danger, these frogs may also help humanity. Scientists study rainforest organisms constantly, searching for compounds that could lead to new medicines and treatments. Many modern medicines originated from rainforest plants. Deep within this jungle may exist cures for diseases humanity still cannot defeat. But there is a terrifying possibility. Some species could disappear before we ever discover them. The Amazon River is one of the most extraordinary natural systems on Earth. It carries more water than any other river on the planet. So much water flows through the Amazon that it affects ocean currents far out into the Atlantic. In some locations, the river becomes so wide that the opposite shore disappears beyond the horizon. And during rainy seasons, everything changes. The forest floods. Entire ecosystems disappear underwater. Fish swim between tree trunks. River dolphins navigate flooded forests. Animals retreat to higher ground. The Amazon transforms into a giant aquatic world. This seasonal flooding is essential to the survival of countless species. Nutrients spread across the forest. Seeds travel through rivers. Fish populations expand. The Amazon breathes with the rhythm of water. And the rainforest itself influences weather across the planet. Trees release enormous amounts of moisture into the atmosphere through evaporation. This process helps generate rainfall across South America and influences global climate systems. Without the Amazon, weather patterns around the world could dramatically shift. Some scientists believe the forest functions like a giant climate engine for Earth. Which is why what happens here matters to everyone. Long before modern cities existed, people lived in harmony with the Amazon. Indigenous tribes survived here for thousands of years. They learned the rhythms of the forest, the behavior of animals, the healing properties of plants. Some communities developed knowledge of medicinal plants that scientists are only beginning to understand today. To these tribes, the rainforest is not just land. It is identity, culture, spirit, life itself. Even now, some tribes remain almost entirely isolated from the modern world. But their world is under threat. Illegal logging operations cut deep into protected forests. Mining contaminates rivers with toxic chemicals. Roads divide habitats. Wildfires spread across once humid regions. And with every section of rainforest destroyed, something ancient disappears forever. Not only species, but cultures, languages, knowledge. Entire worlds erased. The Amazon today faces its greatest crisis in human history. Every year, huge areas of rainforest are cleared for cattle ranching, agriculture, mining, and development. Satellite images reveal scars spreading across the forest. Roads cut through untouched wilderness. Smoke rises into the atmosphere. Ancient trees collapse. And the consequences extend far beyond South America. The Amazon stores enormous amounts of carbon. When forests burn or are destroyed, much of that carbon enters the atmosphere, accelerating climate change. Scientists warn the rainforest may be approaching a dangerous tipping point. A moment where enough forest is lost that large portions of the Amazon can no longer sustain themselves. Instead of rainforest, vast regions could transform into dry grasslands. If that happens, the consequences could be catastrophic. Massive biodiversity loss. Disrupted rainfall patterns. Increased global temperatures. Food and water instability. And once these ecosystems collapse, recovery could take centuries. Some scientists believe parts of the Amazon already show signs of severe stress from drought and warming temperatures. The forest that once absorbed carbon may eventually begin releasing more carbon than it stores. A terrifying reversal. And yet, despite these dangers, hope still remains. Across the Amazon, scientists, conservationists, indigenous communities, and activists are fighting to protect what remains. New technologies help monitor illegal deforestation in real time. Protected reserves continue expanding. Reforestation projects attempt to restore damaged ecosystems. And global awareness is growing. Because people are beginning to realize something important. The Amazon does not belong only to South America. Its survival affects the entire planet. This rainforest regulates climate, protects biodiversity, produces rainfall, supports countless species, including us. Human civilization depends more on nature than many realize. And nowhere is that relationship more visible than in the Amazon rainforest. Somewhere deep beneath this canopy, a jaguar stalks silently through darkness. A harpy eagle scans the forest from above. Anacondas glide through black rivers. Tiny frogs cling to wet leaves. Millions of insects continue their endless work. And hidden in unexplored corners of the jungle, species humanity has never seen still survive. The Amazon remains one of the last truly wild places on Earth. A living reminder that nature is still more powerful, more complex, and more mysterious than humanity. But its future is uncertain. The choices made in the coming decades may determine whether this ecosystem survives or disappears forever. If the Amazon falls, the consequences will echo across the entire planet. Because this is not just a rainforest. It is Earth's greatest reservoir of life. The lungs of the planet. The heartbeat of nature. The most biodiverse ecosystem ever known. And protecting it may be one of humanity's most important battles. Deep inside the Amazon, life continues its ancient rhythm. Predators hunt. Rivers rise. Forests breathe. A world untouched for millions of years still survives here. But for how long, depends on us. Protect the Amazon. Protect the future of Earth.